All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Shai, Waharakak Wadash, which Yahweh, it's the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, that's whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, it's his true name, and the Rakak Wadash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach you on the scriptures. And salutations to all the brothers out there who are pushing his word in all truth and in all sincerity. And today I just want to get into a lesson, just some exhortation on, staying healthy. I tried to do this lesson yesterday, but for some reason the connection kept interrupting. So, I'm doing it today. But pretty much the reason why I'm doing this is because, winter season's coming up and, a lot of, sicknesses and, diseases come up, typical stuff, getting coughs, flus, headaches, etc. Right. And, there's ways to prevent these things. Okay. Now I'll say this first and foremost, of course, Yahweh Bashim Shai, ultimately allows you to be either healthy or sick, okay? But I'll say this, the Lord has tools out there for us to use so we can stay healthy, okay? There's certain things that you could be doing to prevent, things from happening to you, all right? And of course, first and foremost is what the herbs, what does it say in the book of Sirach? The Lord has created medicines out of the earth. All right, use the honey, use the garlic, use the oregano. Okay, I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Collodium silver, collodium gold. Okay, those are just a few things that can boost your immune system. All right. Moringa, I think that's what it's called, which has more vitamin C than oranges. Okay, but things like that. Okay, use these things. All right, and I'll say this too: use them daily. Don't use them as you're getting sick. Okay, this stuff should actually be in your diet. Regularly. This shouldn't be something that you just start, using just because you're starting to feel ill, And I'll say this, though. There are certain things that you use when you are ill, though, okay? No doubt about it, all right? There are certain things that you can't take on the regular. You only use it, when you're sick. And you can only use it for, X amount of time because there's even certain herbs that can actually damage you if you use it too much. All right, and the two that come in mind is wormwood and black walnut. Okay, and that's actually for your gut. So you can have a good gut health. All right, good GI tract, etc. Right. So just to be mindful of things. Look up these herbs and do a little bit of research. Okay, but the other thing though too is what you want to do, which Jake should be doing, all right, is exercising. I'll say this is a part of our heritage. You look at our forefathers, they weren't inactive. All right, you look at, the King Davids, all right, our King David, you look at his mighty men. You look at, Samson, all right, you look at who else, our forefather Abraham. You see, they were active men, all right? And that's very important because you need to, basically you need to sweat, okay? Because that gets a lot of toxins out too, okay? When you're sweating, so being, physical, physically active, all right? That's going to do it, That's why Jake should be going on, walks, all right? So some jogs, some runs, sprint, okay? get into calisthenics, get into lifting weights. All right, you see, that's what you should be doing. Okay, and I'll say this: you don't necessarily have to be a bodybuilder. And I'll say this: yeah, we do have some brothers that are like that, who are very, very, fit. But hey, I'll say this: you should be, in shape. Okay, and I'll say this because we do have older brothers out there, or maybe a brother that may be a little, for lack of words, handicapped or disabled. Hey, stay as physical as possible. Okay, do what what you can. Okay, you see, that's what you should be doing. All right, and the other thing that brothers should do, if possible. Now this one you'll have to have more than likely, of course, have a gym membership pass, and you're gonna have to go to like a LA Fitness, but you brothers should be going in in saunas. Okay, I tend to go to the gym about twice a week. I also do stuff at home too, but when I can actually get to the gym, all right, I usually do it about twice a week, and I always sit in the sauna for about 15 to 20 minutes after my workout, and I'll have my hoodie on like I have on now, man. I'll have it all on because I want to sweat, and I want to detox. We're dealing with a lot of pollution out here and chemicals, so we got to get that stuff out of our system, and then we're fighting the elements. We got to do the best that we can. So if brothers can do that, I highly recommend you doing that. All right, and that helps out with other things too, not just detoxing. It helps with your circulation, your blood circulation. I'll say this is it'll actually make you learn to suffer too, because hey, you get in those saunas and you're in there for, like I said, about 20 minutes and above, and that thing is on full blast. Like I said, you have a sweater on, you got your t-shirt and your sweater, you got your sweatpants on. You start feeling real uncomfortable, man, after the 10-15 minutes. All right, I'm telling you, man, that this stuff it's going to build up your mind. All right, then another thing that brothers should be doing, which I know a lot of brothers don't, because hey, I never did it too until I got older. Brothers should be taking cold showers from time to time. All right, or doing that ice plunging. Okay, if possible. I don't know if brothers have the funds to get one of those barrels that they got. But point being though is go into the take cold showers or ice plunge. That literally builds up your immune system. That makes you stronger. And I know the Gadites. Okay, they still do it to this day. All right, you go into areas like Alaska, Wyoming, things like that. A lot of those Gadites, what they'll do to their children, in particular their infants, they'll actually leave them outside in the cold for a time, just so they can build up an immune system, so they're not so weak and feeble. Okay, they also do that, I believe, in like Sweden, Finland, like that whole little pocket over there, Norway. Okay, those countries, they do the same thing. All right, and like I said, those things help out tremendously. And I've been taking cold showers, here and there, and it does help, man. I'm telling you. So, brothers should be, doing these things, periodically, man. All right, I'm not saying you got to take a cold shower every day, but what I'm saying is you should take it a couple times out the week, and it does help. So, when you do all these things, oh, hey, shalom, brother. Hey, like the brother said, hey, the Russians do it too, Hey, oh, man. Hey, them Russians are wild as hell. They'll be in, that brick weather, man. It's about 0 degrees more or less. And they're out there, shirtless, training. you know, doing burpees, chopping down wood, sparring each other, you know. They're on a whole different, you know, level. Their mind frame is completely different, you know, and that's why they're so damn strong. I'm not just saying, you know, physically. I'm saying, you know, mentally, you know, physically, emotionally. Them motherfuckers are strong, man. You know? All right? And look at those Dagestanians, man. You know? As I like to call them Khabibites. All right? And I'm, you know, where Khabib's from, you know, the MMA fighter, you know, the UFC. He was a former, you know, champ, you know, legend. Watch their, you know, whole workout, you know, breakdown, man. Those guys ain't no jokes. They'll dive into a damn lake that's, you know, freezing. Okay? So brothers should be, like I said, doing these things to help your immune system, man. Okay? To make you stronger. Okay? But my main thing that I want to emphasize, though, is that getting into those herbs, though, like, that stuff is key, man. All right? Hey, the scriptures say what in the book of Wisdom of Solomon? It says that King Solomon said what? That roughly paraphrasing it, you know, I knew the diversity of plants. All right? That basically that's what wisdom teaches you. There's a bunch of things, but one of the things that it talks about is knowing the diversity of plants. You brothers should know what you need when you get sick. Okay? All right? You brothers should have knowledge in these things. Okay? Also, the scriptures say what? You know, a wise man has a care for his diet. I think that's how it's worded. It's in the book of Sirach. That's another thing, too. Brother, stop eating fried foods, man. All right? Stop eating, you know, processed foods. Okay? Now, of course, you know, you may have a thing here and there. All right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. And, of course, do it in moderation. But that should just, you know, that should just be like literally a treat, you know, once in a while, like, you know, maybe once a week, every other week, whatever, you know. Shouldn't be really eating these things. They're not good for you, especially as you get older. All right. Also, be conscious of how much sodium and sugar you're intaking as well, because those things affect your health tremendously. That's why I'll say this: it's good to cook your own food, because when you go into the stores, you know, when you buy all these, you know, box items, you know, packaged items, they're filled, okay, with all sorts of sodium, which is salt, okay, and sugars, okay. Oh, just a heads up, if brothers don't know this, when you go grocery shopping, you want to shop around the outer ring of the store, okay? Because that's where all the fresh items are. You know, your produce, okay? You know, your yogurts, you know, your deli meats, your your regular meats, you know, from the butcher, okay? Buy items from there. Everything on the inside is all that processed junk. Stay away from it. Avoid it, man. All right, as much as possible. All right. Also, you know, start cutting dairy out of your diet. I'm not saying you have to, you know, use cheese or milk or whatever. But what I'm saying is, you know, cut it out a little bit, because that's bad for you too if you have it in excess. All right. You see? You know, so these things will help you out tremendously. You just got to, you know, I'll say this, you have to be disciplined and stick to it. You got to be consistent. All right? That's what's going to show you results. All right? You know? But you know, that's pretty much it. You know, I don't really have too much to say, but like I said, hey brothers, hey, make sure you're eating, you know, properly. All right? You're taking your herbs, supplements, okay? You know, you're active. You know, going to the gym, try to hit that sauna. And I'll say this: if you can't do the sauna, hey, I'm telling you, man, go take them cold showers. You know, that'll help you out a lot, okay? And, you know, just all in all, just be mindful, okay? Oh, another thing before I end this lesson. That's another thing that'll help out a lot too, fasting. Brothers need to start fasting more too, all right? Now, of course, you know, the spiritual aspect is the best, you know, that's what it targets, all right? You know, that's what you want to focus on really when you fast, is the spiritual aspect of things. But I'll say this, it helps out physically as well, okay? You know, like I'll say this real quick. If you fast 3 days in a row, that'll literally reboot your entire immune system, okay? That'll reboot everything. If you do it 3 days in a row, that's hard. I'll just say it like that. That's hard, okay? But trust me, you're gonna feel great afterwards. But if you can't do that, like I was telling one of the brothers, there's different type of fast you can do too. There's intermediate fasting, which, you know, that means you don't, you know, eat for like 12 to 16 hours, you know, straight. And that'll flush you out too, because, that's what I'll say as well. Another reason why brothers are sick too is because they have a lot of, just to be straightforward, you got a lot of shit, okay, on your, that's stuck on your intestines and all that. It needs to get flushed out, basically, okay? You know? So intermediate fasting, you know, flushes, you know, everything out, all right? Then you have the only water fasting, which is good, you know. Let's say, you know, hey, you're like, you know, it might be a little too hard for you, you know, to do both, the not eating and not drinking. Hey, just do a water fast, or just do a fruit fast for some days, okay? These things help you out, all right? You see? Incorporate these things in your life, and I'm telling you, you're gonna feel a lot better. See? But that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to do a little quick exhortation video. Try to give brothers some pointers, you know, some tips. All right, hopefully, you know, whoever was listening was edified by that. And I'm gonna end this lesson. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom and a Baba Ba.